Finally, a statue of the rent strike organiser Mary Barbour has been unveiled in Govan. The event was held to coincide with International Women's Day, with some saying it highlights how influential women in history are often overlooked. We're live now to Laura Hamilton for more.
Yes, this statue of Mary Barbour will now stand as a permanent memorial here in Govan. It took a long fundraising campaign by the local community to get to this point, but today it was officially handed over to the City of Glasgow. But with statues of men across Scotland significantly outnumbering the number of women, some are hoping this is just the beginning. In Govan today, there was a homecoming. Mary Barbour led the rent strikes in Glasgow during the First World War after property owners raised rent for workers. The protests eventually forced a change in the law.
I wanted to represent Mary Barbour along with her army, so it's the famous Mary Barbour's army marching through the streets in protest. I didn't want her to be up on a pedestal separate from the community. I wanted to be with her people, amongst the community.
A fundraising campaign was launched to ensure Scotland's first female Labour councillor would be properly remembered, and she's been embraced by the local community.
This was an amazing woman. She did so much for the people. I mean, in today's world, we're often encouraged to think of International Women's Day about women fighting for themselves, which is fine, but this was a woman who fought for other women and for families.
But this type of public statue is rare. Glasgow has just 3 others of named women. In Aberdeen, there are 3 of Queen Victoria. There are more statues of animals in Edinburgh than there are of named women. In civic squares in Scotland, we're surrounded by statues. They recognise the great and the good, achievement and innovation. But here in George Square, Queen Victoria sits as the lone female among 11 men. So where are all the women?
In the great heyday of statue making, women were very much overlooked and ignored, and also because women themselves weren't pushing for that sort of self-aggrandisement. Whereas nowadays, the campaign to have them recognised by statues is coming from other people who recognise their worth.
For some, Mary Barbour's return to Govan is a step in the right direction.
More than 85% of statues are to men, and I think that women have made more of a contribution than is reflected in that figure.
Laura Hamilton, STV News, Glasgow.